Hello and welcome to another video with me, Winner and Traitor. I'm now doing a timeline video for the series where I was playing as the Byzantine Empire on the 1200 scenario Rise of the Mongols on version 5.0 with MegaMod for Age of History 2. And yeah, it says I'm Roman Empire here because yeah, I went in reforms the Roman Empire. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this timeline started here. Of course, first things I end up doing is kind of try and reclaim the western bit of the eastern bit of the Mediterranean over here. So gotta work over here and fight a few countries there. So first war did pretty well. Wasn't able to take them over completely, of course. Though I will, of course, finish that country off there. Can't really see anything over here because of all the countries that are there. But, yeah. They just got taken over by Comedium. Lost quite a bit of land to them. Finish them off. Egypt's taking over their vassals over there. And now they're going to get taken over completely by them. There we go. Let's see. Don't really see anything else really going on. Okay, went and took over all that stuff. Egypt took over Sicily, getting Gulf, Naples as well out of that. Okay, England took over Scotland up there, I guess. Or at least most of Scotland. Finished off all those other countries. I currently have an alliance with Georgia, which was mostly just so I wouldn't have to be at risk of having to fight a war with them, them going to war with me or something. And also because, yeah, they were apparently weak enough for the AI to do dumb shit with unions, vassalizations, and stuff. So accepted the alliance to prevent from happening again, and yeah. Fought a war with Egypt there. Took everything over here. They still have a bit of stuff there and all that, of course, though, because I did get them as a vassal, so I can just annex them later. But that's going to be a bit before I get around to that, I think. They have gotten quite strong. Right there, and they're fighting France, and I just dealt with Bulgaria there. Though Bulgaria has a little bit of land up there, which caused problems when it comes time to end that war. But eventually managed to end it, finally. And then, of course, after that, I deal with Serbia there, just to finish things off. And France is actually managing to win that war, which I honestly really don't understand how they managed that, considering they were absolutely weaker than the Almohad Caliphates there. But they managed to somehow win that war, and I just annexed Egypt. Good. And the Gurids, I think that is, they're going into the Arabian Peninsula here, which is super annoying. I really did not like the fact that they did that. But I eventually had to deal with that at some point. Actually, I think that's basically the next thing I start working on dealing with is, yeah, solidifying my control over the Arabian Peninsula and going to war with them, I think. Hungary took quite a bit of land up here. England controls the entirety of France, and France has been exiled to the Iberian Peninsula over there. Sweden's fighting quite a few wars there by the looks of it currently. And the Song also got defeated over here in China, I think. And England got defeated by Lyon. Shinwei still do not know how that happened, but it did. But honestly, I think the most confusing thing about that is not just the fact that England managed to somehow lose to them when England was, I think, the strongest country in the world at that point still. It's the fact that Leon was able to take over the entirety of England, basically. That's even weirder, in all honesty. But yeah, I also went and fought that war with goods there, took everything over here, getting all of Iran and everything, and got them as a vassal, though they do eventually get independence from me, before I actually noticed. They end up at war with Romania there, I join in to help them out, and get Georgia under my control, because they took over Georgia, while I wasn't paying attention. But with that there, I got most of the Caucasus under control, and Ukraine, and the rest of Iran over there as well. So my control over the Middle East is basically completely solidified at this point. Sweden's getting quite strong up here in all honesty with all that lands at this point. Jesus. All the tribes in the Americas and Africa are slowly getting stronger, I guess. Also very nice that you got points like that, just going along the coastlines, basically preventing any other countries from colonizing, which is very nice. But yeah, after I dealt with that stuff, I think I went and dealt with Almohad Caliphate next there, and just took control of Northern Africa completely. I think that's what I did next. And apparently Denmark's at war with Sweden there. And yeah, they're doing on a pretty good job in all honesty, to be honest there. Though, that is not going to last, sadly. Man, let's take all that land and they're going to lose. Yeah. I think this is basically a turning point of that war. Sweden getting all that back. Yeah. Soon I'll be getting those two under my control. Burma is slowly building themselves up over here, which honestly I think Burma's the only other competent AI at this point in the game. That just has a weirdly good AI compared to all the others, considering what they eventually end up becoming. But yeah, took over Hungary there, cleaned up the border with Sweden and stuff. So I now have the entirety of the Balkans under my control. Fujiwara over there. So basically half of Japan by the looks of it set toward China. And I think this is basically when China takes over all that over. Yeah. So those two are at war with each other. Armenia and Mongols. Next thing I do at the very least is finish off France over there and getting the Iberian Peninsula under my control before going after Lyon there, so I can get to Western Europe fully under control and then start dealing with all the Germanic states that are still around over here with the Holy Roman Empire. And they are now at war with Burma, and Burma ends up winning that war and takes shitload over half their fucking country. And yeah, that's basically the beginning of Burma's rise to power over here in Asia, in all honesty. Yeah, took Orleans over there already. Going to take a bit before I actually start making more progress over here, because it took quite a while to get all the province built over here done for those provinces. But once I continue things, it'll be done pretty quickly, in all honesty. Okay, so that was the country that's invaded them over there. Huh, sure. Weird that they're fighting across the ocean like that, but whatever. There we go. Finally cleaning all that stuff up. Good. And that is my borders in Europe finalized for now, at the very least. And I wasn't actually able to reform the Roman Empire at this point, because I also needed those two provinces right there in Africa in order to actually do that, which is honestly just very annoying. The fact that you need those two provinces, but whatever, I guess. So I go down here and start dealing with Eastern Africa, basically. There. And soon the capital should move to Rome. Apparently didn't actually do that until after I took over all those countries there. But yeah, I have reformed the Roman Empire, and I'm now going around cleaning up all these borders here, colonizing all that stuff to make things look a bit better. And getting all the Sahara in my control. Burma is taking over shitloads of land over in Asia. I think that's actually what China finishes the game with there. So they don't actually fight another war with Burma. Huh. Okay. Almost done there. There we go. And now I'm going across the ocean into the Americas. And Burma just finished them off. Great. Took them over. Soon we'll start cleaning up a lot of these other countries around here. Colonizing a lot more land as well. Honestly, originally I was kind of just wanting to get the Caribbean under my control, jump over, get everything around Central America basically done, then go north into South America and North and South America basically. But because of how what land all these countries controlled, kind of made that difficult, so I ended up taking all that in North America first. And Sweden went to war with me, so I had to go and deal with that up there. And then Burma goes and finishes off Romania, which is honestly really annoying considering it made it where you can actually do trade deals very quickly after this clean up that border as well. So I had to wait a little bit to do that. But back to work over here, getting this stuff done. And then got all that cleaned up, cleaning up that as well. There we go. Taking over more countries over here. And that country over here just defeated China and took all of that land, which is kind of important for later. Once I get more progress over here, then I take them over. Okay, started working on South America now. Getting all that done, and taking over all those countries. And then at this point it's basically just colonize all of that and just clean up the borders over here in South America, I guess. And yeah, since I took them over, I got all that land, so I gave China back all that land because I really did not want to be dealing with all that. And in exchange for all that, I got everything they had in Japan because they also, one of those countries over here also controlled northern bit of Japan rights there. So now have the entirety of Japan and Korea under my control, and also most of Australia at this point as well. And bits of the Philippines. Going around, starting to get all that dealt with. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think there was really many wars at this point in the game. It's more or less just me going around finishing everything off, I think. That's all that's really happening at this point. Because I don't really remember any other wars happening. Just finishing off North America currently, and then I start working on South America. And then I jump over to Africa. And that's North America done, so down here now. And the country there refused to accept an ultimatum, so it took a while before I got around to dealing with them because I had to send an army over there to fight them. There were 500,000 troops and 200,000 population. Yeah, like 75% of the total population was in their army or something. Took our Mali there, now cleaning up the rest of that stuff. So I have the entire northern half of Africa fully under control now. And yeah, next up are those two. And they honestly didn't last very long at all. But with that, that's basically Africa done already. Just need to finish colonizing that and take over the rest of these countries. I did have to fight a war with them annoyingly. Oh, it was over very quickly. And I also now have all of Australia under control. It's getting all this over here in Indonesia done as well. And then I decided to just go ahead and finish all the colonizing by getting all of Siberia up here done. Just leaving that stretch of lands basically, so I don't have that really have a border with Burma or China along there. But yeah, taking over all this, dealing with Burma, this Brunei there. So now I have all of that, and all that's really left is Burma and what's left of China. Though there's also those other few countries that are still around, though I have them dealt with before I continue anything else here. At this point, I'm just basically recruiting a massive army because my next war is with Burma, and I only had like 6 million troops while Burma had 20 million, so I need to recruit a massive army to deal with that. So yeah, that's a lot of casualties, and that's war with Burma there. Over 15 million in each site, at the very least. But yeah, there is the end of this timeline already. Don't think I really have anything else to really mention for this series. Don't really have anything there, I think. Or there. Yeah, that's it then, I guess. So, next series I'm doing, I guess, is Korea or something, I'm not sure. Because I only really have time for another 2 series before Age of History 3 is released. And I basically got my ideas for that, ready for that, which is Korea and England, I think. Getting those 2, considering those are 2 countries I've never really played as before, so yeah. There is the end of this video here, so I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.